If you want to see how I achieve this Barbie meets Ariel look, stay tuned.
What's up, baddies? We are gonna start this look off. This look is gonna be very fun, very cosplay, I guess, very mermaidy-ish, I guess. We're just gonna go with the flow. I wanted to do something fun and something creative, so here we go. I'm gonna start off by taking this midnight blue and working it right into my crease. I really want to build up that color because it's gonna be, again, the cut crease, so we need that contrast to really make that crease pop. So I'm just taking my time and really build up that color on each side. For this look to be as detailed as it is, it really didn't take me that long because it's essentially just a cut crease, and y'all know I'm a cut crease queen, but I decided to be extra and add some rhinestones and add some color. But overall, it was a very simple look. It just looks extravagant, which is what I love. I love looks that were easy for me to complete, but they just look amazing. Like, how can I be mad about that? As any true makeup artist, you will see me wiping my nose. For those that do not know, when you do makeup and your eyes are so focused on, what you're doing, it causes your nose to run. So y'all will see me wiping that. I'm sure you see a lot of other makeup artists having the same problem. Easy way to, avoid this. Some people put cotton in their nose. Some people put Q-tips in their nose. But since I record while I do my makeup, I'm not finna record and let y'all see me with a Q-tip hanging out my nose. Like, no tissue hanging out my nose. That's not cute. So I'm just gonna, off camera, I'll just keep wiping my nose. But yeah. Per usual, all the products I use will be in my description box, but I am going to go from that midnight blue. I'm going to go into more of a teal blue because we're going to, again, begin our fade, our transition, our descent, our ombre, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go ahead and start working on that fade. So you're going to go from your darkest colors to your lightest. I'm not going to take it all the way into the brow bone, but I am going to go pretty close because right after that teal, I'm going to use a very light baby blue, which is what you see me blending in right there. And I'm just going to blend all the colors together to make sure that they married and not separated. You feel me? My steady preaching, y'all. What do I preach all the time? Take your time, sugar. Take your time. Especially when you are doing detailed looks. And when you're not even doing detailed looks, the simplest looks can look crazy because you rushed it. This is your face. Take your time. We trying to be cute, Bookie. See, I was looking a little crazy there for a moment, but y'all see how it's coming together? Yes, it's coming together, baby. Trust the process. I got you. Now, I'm trying to get better, y'all, but I am really bad at showing y'all which eyeshadows from which palettes I am using. I am going to try and improve on that. But like I said, if I don't, they are in the description box. Y'all know I love me a blue palette. So, yeah, we got plenty of them. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to go back in with each color and blend a second layer of pigment on top of it. And you see that fade that just created when I went back over those layers. You see the gradient? Yes, child. That's what we need right there. So I am going to go over everything and blend those colors back in because it just makes that pigment that much more stronger and that much more prominent. You see that compared to the other eye? Yes, that eye I just finished is popping. That eye is lacking a little bit, but we gonna fix it. But we got you, boo. And blend. Y'all know me. Blend that, y'all. Blend it. It's nothing like a harsh line in an eyeshadow look. It will ruin the entire face. So blend. We are taking our time blending. And also make sure to match the eyes with each other. One eye should look just like the other eye. They're twins. We don't want, they could be fraternal twins, but they need to be twins. They can't be like just brother and sister. That's too different. So we need them to be. So you see that? Frustrated because I really thought I was going to be able to get that in one swipe, but I didn't. It's okay. I fixed it. But I'm going to go ahead with my cut crease. I am using concealer. And I am just going to cut that crease. Now, you can take a makeup wipe and just, do a circular motion with the makeup wipe and remove that the previous layers of makeup. That works as well. I don't do that method because, I don't know, it just seems unnecessary to me. So I just go on ahead and shape my cut crease with my concealer. You see, I want to leave just enough of that midnight blue peeking through. You don't want it to overtake the look, but you want to see it in the background. You know, I need you right behind me. I need you holding me up, boo. Here, I am just making sure that the cut creases are equal on each side. I want my half circles to be symmetrical. I want them to make a full circle if I put them together, a full even circle. So I need both sides to be an equal shape, if that makes sense. And then from there, I'm also making sure that the base is solid. You don't want any blotchy spots, any discoloration. You want that to be as solid in this case a white that I can get it, because once we put the next eyeshadow color, if the foundation, the base is not solid, you will see that the base is not solid through the eyeshadow, and you'll continuously try to make the shadow even, but you can't because your base wasn't even. So the base is very, very important. From there, I'm going to go ahead and start. This is kind of going to be a halo eye here in the center. I'm going to go in with some very, very, very hot pink because, baby, this is Barbie meets Ariel. So we got to bring Barbie here. We had Ariel with the blue. Time for Barbie to step on forward. Okay, so I'm going to take this hot pink and I'm going to work it into the inner corner of my eye as well as the outer corner of my eye, leaving the center blank for now. Because in the center, we're going to go ahead and go in with a lighter pink to create that fade before we add, of course, glitter. I get asked this quite a lot. What inspires me with these looks? Being a makeup artist, I follow a lot of makeup artists on Instagram, Facebook, such. I do take most of my inspiration by Beats by Deb, I'm not gonna lie, or Taylor Made Jean. Even Michaela is sliding through, she's sliding through with a couple ideas too. But I definitely take my inspiration from other makeup artists as well, as sometimes you just get a blank idea like, oh, yes, that's a good idea, let's do that. And I always try to rush and film the ideas, or at least draw out on my iPad of the idea I have, because I don't want to lose the idea for you guys. Because I feel like if you're gifted in a certain skill, then those gifts will never leave you alone. So like, for instance, if you're a musician, those songwriting capabilities will never leave your mind. If you think of a song, it's going to stay in your head. It's going to bother you until you lay that song down. If you're a rapper, it's going to bother you until you lay that song down. So it's the same thing with makeup for me. Until I lay the idea down, until I write it down, until I complete it, it's stuck in my brain and I can't focus. So that's something I deal with, but I just take that as a, hey, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because these ideas just stay there flowing. Here, just like before when I did the cut crease, I am building the colors up. Yes, child. Looking the way I need it to look. But I built those colors up and went over them one more time to make sure that all the pigment is paying off and I see the fade between the different pinks. I wanted to be extra as hell with this look, y'all. So I am going to go ahead and right on my cut crease line, I am going to add these rhinestones. Of course, I started speeding stuff up. You see my nose is running. I told y'all I don't know what it is, but it's going to run. But I did speed this up because obviously it is a long process. It's tedious. But I am just going to lay my clear blue down first, because why, when it dries, we don't see your mistakes. Okay. But I'm just going to take my time. You see, I am going from eye to eye to eye to eye. And this is because I want the rhinestones to be spaced apart, very similar, if not exact. I feel like if I do the rhinestones all on one eye versus, and then go to the other eye, the rhinestones spacing could be a little bit different because I stopped and I had to do it again. So when you do something the second time, it's going to look a little different. That's just the, human nature. So I'm going back and forth, laying 3 rhinestones on this eye, and then going back and laying 3 rhinestones on the other eye. rhinestones can be very tedious, but I honestly don't mind because I always say that they pull a look together. These rhinestones did come from Amazon. Like I said before in my previous videos, back when I first started makeup, I bought like this huge variety pack of rhinestones. I had no idea how to use them, what to use them for, nothing. So they sat in my makeup collection for a while, and as my skills built, I was like, ooh, I have all these rhinestones. So I know y'all be worried about like where I get them from, but I promise you I am still working on this first pack. When I get some new ones, I will let you know. Of course, I'll let y'all know where I get them from. And all my lashes come from either Temu or the hair store, baby. There's no shame in my game. If you don't know, now you know. The hair store has the best lashes. Don't argue with me. Okay, don't. Yes, child, we still laying rhinestones. Now, I could have cut a lot of this video out, but I wanted y'all to see the long process of how much it actually takes me to place these rhinestones. Even though it's sped up, you see, it's still, it takes a little time, right? Because we realistic around here. You know, makeup artists be cutting and coming back, acting like it took them like 5-10 minutes. No, these rhinestones definitely took me about 30 minutes to lay. If you think it took too long, I don't care. It took me about 30 minutes to lay because it was, you know, it was tedious. So now I'm going to go in here with some glitter, and I'm going to place it right on that halo that we place, you know, on our eyelids. Now for the person saying, why did you put eyeshadow on if you're just going to put glitter on top? Now, you see the eyeshadow through the glitter, baby. You see the other eye? You see how you still see that light pink? Same thing. I'm also using light pink glitter, so they just go hand in hand. You feel me? They just friends. But you do see the eyeshadow underneath, especially since I'm using clear glue. Obviously, it's going to dry clear, so you're going to see your foundation. I always tell y'all that foundation is super important. And do y'all see how slowly how this look is just eating and coming together? Yes, baby, trust the process. I told you, trust me, I got you. Now, this is a loose glitter pigment. It is not like an eyeshadow. It's not packed in like an eyeshadow palette. It's loose, obviously loose glitter. That's what that means if you did not know. But so because of that, it gives me the opportunity to layer it to make the, you know, the glitter more prominent, more bold. So once it dries, I'm actually going to go back in with another layer of glue, and I'm going to put some more glitter on top because I need my eyes to sparkle. I need shine. I need ding. Now here you'll see me place it just like outside of that, you know, designated little halo area we had. I'm just going to slide the glitter a little bit outside of that because it creates the fade. It won't be such a harsh line from that hot pink to, ooh, glitter. And, you know, it will fade evenly if I just kind of pull that glitter in, and then we're going to pull the eyeshadow in right here. As you see, we're going to pull it on top of that, and you see how it just kind of created that halo effect again. We need that highlight right there in the center, and that's exactly what that gave us. So, you know, like I always say, take your time because y'all, this is a process. There are some makeup looks that I have seen people say that take them 3 hours. There's some that I've seen take, you know, people take 8 hours. You know, I don't have the patience to sit that long. I mean, maybe if there's a look I really, really want to do. But I say that to say that these looks, they take time. Yeah, they look fun. We make the videos look short. We make but it takes time and it takes skill. That's why I always tell everybody, they always say, hey, can you teach me how to do this? Hey, can you teach me how to do this? Yes, I would love to teach you the foundation of how to do a skill. But like with any skill, you have to practice and do it over and over and over again until you master it. So there's nobody that's going to pick up a makeup brush unless you are just freaking amazing. No one's going to pick up a makeup brush and then boom, they got it. They got the skill. They got everything. I actually, fun fact, was not able to wear makeup until I was 16. I am 26 now, so I have about, maybe I say 8 years in the game, because the first couple of years, you know, I was a mascara, you know, lip gloss, you know, we slowly grew into it, and I remember I learned eyeshadow first instead of foundation first, like most people. So hey, I guess that's why I mastered my eyeshadow, and then I actually had to learn the steps of foundation after that. So hey, fun little story there for you. Here is when I decided to take the look a whole nother level. I am placing some small rhinestones on each side of my face. I am then going to cover this with eyeshadow because I want it to act as texture for like the skin of like, you know, the mermaids, like the scaly skin. We're not doing too in depth, but you know, just enough. So I am strategically placing these rhinestones. As y'all see, I'm right in the mirror because I want to make sure they're there. Still using that clear glue. You see I'm moving. Yeah, I need to see that sparkle and see where it's at. And then on the other side, I'm going to do something similar. They're not going to be exactly the same because who's, you know, yeah. But that's what we're doing. You see, oop, move that. Yeah, fix that. But that's what we're going to be working on right here. And wait till y'all see that next step and what I got in mind, honey. Because I just thought I really was doing something with this look. I was so proud. Baby, boom, boom, boom. Yes, bold. I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and with that same hot pink that I used on my lid, I just took a blush brush, I believe this is, and we're just gonna go ahead and start, you know, just kind of blending this in on my forehead and cheek area, y'all. Now in my head, this look was, you know, I had it down. Like I said earlier, I knew the idea, I knew what I wanted to do, but I was like, will it actually execute properly? Like, will this look right or will I look crazy? I don't know. Don't be afraid to try new things though. The worst thing that will happen is you have to wipe it off. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. So why not try it if all it takes is a wipe off? It's not a tattoo. It's not permanent, y'all. Just wipe it off and do something else. But I went on ahead and took that pink on the top part of my forehead. So on the other side of my face, I went on ahead and worked it into almost my contour, my cheek area. And then I began building that color up. Do y'all just see how, oh my God, it just starts flowing all together. Yes. What do you see? You barely have a view of those rhinestones. They really did act kind of like a texture like I wanted. Nose wipe, ugh. But they really did act like that texture like I wanted. You just barely see them, which is awesome because they are covered in that shadow. Then I'm just gonna build that color up before I go into the next step, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. I really didn't know what brush I wanted to use. I knew I wanted to blend some blue in because obviously that's the two colors we were using. I did use like a concealer brush at first, but that wasn't giving me the pigment play off that I wanted. So I went on ahead and switched to, I believe this is I don't know if this is a blush brush or a concealer brush, but I knew I did not want to use a foundation brush. That's the first brush I used. I didn't want to use a foundation brush like I did on that pink because it would have made that blue a little too deep and it would have overtook the pink. So I wanted to have more control. So I switched to a smaller brush and y'all see I was able to work that blue in right on top of that pink. And on the opposite side of my face, I'm going to do the opposite, you know, pink on top, blue on bottom on one side, blue on top, pink on bottom on the other side, you know, to create a good contrast. Y'all, this look is coming together under the sea. Under the sea. Okay, if a diva was a mermaid, that's the look we was going for. And baby, we almost there. We almost there, child. We just gonna build it up, build it up. So you see, I'm really just building those pigments up. I just want to make sure they're very, very prominent on the side. Oh, yes, darling. On the side of my face. And then right after that, I'm gonna go in with more rhinestones right where I put that color, because us being a mermaid is a diva, baby. We fabulous, even underwater, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and place my clear glue first, and then I use a pencil as always, because I ordered a rhinestone tool. It never came, and I honestly was not worried about it because it's literally the same thing as a pencil, basically. So just take that lead of that pencil, pick up that rhinestone, and then we're gonna go ahead and place it on our face. You see how you'll lose some rhinestones along the way. The cleanup is not nice, but just take your time and really place them, because, you know, placement is important. And wipe the nose again, but placement is important. So I'm just taking my time, going ahead and putting those dots of glue on, and then adding the rhinestones. Now, in the midst of me putting the rhinestones on, I did go ahead and just pop those lashes on. I did my same method, y'all. Clear glue on the lash band, you know, clear glue on the lash band, and then a layer of clear glue on my eyelash line. I had a little eyeshadow or something. It was some on that lash I had to cut off real quick. But anyway, I waited till that glue gets tacky as usual, and then I went on ahead and placed them. And as I always say, every step you just see how the look is coming together more and more. And I had to wipe my nose again, y'all. That is just the most annoying thing as you're doing makeup. But you see when that look down, you see how everything is blending seamlessly. That's why I say blend, y'all, because that look down will tell the truth. Now, my mom actually bought me these seashells and stuff one Halloween because she wanted me to be a mermaid then. I actually didn't end up using them then because I didn't get dressed up for Halloween that year. But of course, I did save them, and here we are now. I was going to use that big seashell as you saw, but it was a little bit too big and a little too overpowering for the look. So I decided to go with the little seashells and starfish instead. And it just gave that extra little under the sea that I'm looking for. Somebody messaged me this one time and asked why I wear so many tank tops or just plain t-shirts while I do my makeup. Some makeup artists do wear the clothes that they're wearing for the day as they do their makeup. I have experienced too much fallout, and I have ruined too many shirts for me to be wearing exactly what I'm gonna wear out the house. So I will film in something like this. Sometimes I'll film in my clothes, just depends. But if you are just starting out with makeup, please do not start doing your makeup while you are wearing your clothes, because you're gonna have fallout from eyeshadow. You're gonna drop a concealer. Something's gonna happen. So, don't waste your good clothes until you're absolutely positively confident. Like with a look like this, I would not wear my outside clothes because there's just too much going on and I had too much to build. Ooh, cute girl. But so yeah, just take your time and build your skill before you worry about looking cute. Here I am just placing these shells sparingly and adding more rhinestones of a different color to just really build this look. You can also use like little pearl rhinestones. I didn't have any, or I would have added some pearl rhinestones with these pearl like shells to complete the look. Nose wipe once again, oh my lord. But I'm just placing the glue as I've been doing, and then placing the rhinestones to really just pull this look together. Worry about my messy glue. Don't worry about my messy glue. It dries clear so we can't see your mistakes. No, I did not slick my edges down before I started filming this video for some reason. Why, I don't know, but at least y'all know I got edges, okay? So don't hate. Place. We are still placing rhinestones. Oh my god. Now, I did cut where I started putting the bigger rhinestones, the blue and the pink ones. I did cut it because it was just, y'all, it was taking forever. That took me, no lie, that took me almost an hour to place those rhinestones because I wanted to make sure they were in a specific spot. So that little bit I did cut out, but y'all see I just added some bigger rhinestones with the same process. Now I'm going to work on my bottom lash line without trying to stab myself in the eye. So I'm going to use the same process that I used when I was doing the cut crease. I'm going to start with that midnight blue and really work it into my lash line. And then I am going to follow it with the hot pink and blend it out. Child, not out of nowhere, I just realized I wasn't showing my eyeshadows. Like, oh, here y'all go. Here's the pink I'm using. But I'm actually using a blush from Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place pigments and their eyeshadows are amazing to me. It doesn't take long for me to blend them. They're just effortless. So I love their stuff. So I use a lot of it. please set y'all face. Please, please, please set y'all face with some setting spray. A lot of people say it doesn't work. I'm not one of the believers that say it doesn't do anything. But I will say you do get a better result if you use your primer before you know, when you begin. If you use primer and then follow it with the setting spray, then you get a better result. Then go in with your makeup and then set again when you're done, and it just kind of locks everything in. Off camera, I went on ahead and placed my bottom lashes, 3 on each side. Y'all know, because I'm still a beginner at that bottom lash thing and I look a little crazy doing it, so I'm not filming it yet. But it's the same process as, like, you know, placing the lash strips. You're gonna place, you know, the glue on the line, and then, you know, on the strip. Same thing, I'm gonna place the dotted glue on my bottom lash line and then a dotted glue on the individual. Give it a time, you know, to dry and become tacky, and then we, you know, go ahead and put them together, and it sticks, it's stuck, and I promise you it's not going anywhere. But then we're going to go ahead with these lips, baby. I'm going to go ahead and line them with a NYX pencil. I believe this one is an espresso. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, get the shape of these juicy lips down. And because I like doing this, a lot of people ask why I like doing the little 90s ombre look. It just gives your lips a lot more dimension. So I go ahead and blend that in and put my lips together. And then we're going to go in with the lipstick we're actually using. And once we blend that together, it's just a seamless, just... I was nervous about this pink, baby, because it is pink, but I got it at the dollar store, and it's the name brand, honey, baddie on a budget, beauty on a budget, we on a budget regardless. So a lot of my segments will focus on being cute on a budget, getting the name brands on a budget, or just being cute without a name brand on a budget. You know, you don't have to have a name brand to be cute. But I'm just going to go ahead with the pink. I'm going to place it in the center of my lips and then go ahead and blend it out from there. And y'all, that is about it, y'all. We did this Barbie meets Ariel look, and I am in love, y'all. I love how it turned out. And I am going to try and do a lot more fun looks like this because they're fun. And they just look amazing when we're done. So, boom.
All right. Here is the final look. Barbie meets Ariel. I'm in love. This look was fun. This look was cute. Let's do something else. See you next time.